Hello Cancer, welcome to Tabs Tarot. I want to wish you all well. I send blessings to those of you who are ill and I hope you get well soon. I want to thank you for being here with me, watching my tarot reading. Really means a lot to me, so thank you so much. Thank you for all your support that you give, and I want to thank you for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes as well. I want to cleanse your cards ready for use. Cleanse and consecrate these cards ready for Cancer to give a clear, precise reading. Cleanse and consecrate these cards to give Cancer a clear, precise reading. Cleanse and consecrate this space to give Cancer a clear, precise reading. Okay. Sorry about the mess. I thank you for being here. I want to say please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and let's get started with your reading. So first of all, I want to pull you one of these. Message for Cancer, please. Okay. So it says, let it rain, allowing what is inevitability and trust. So let it rain. It says there's a moment just before it starts to rain when the pressure can be felt. What's been building up is preparing for a big release. The clouds cannot hold their breath a moment longer, and then right on cue, they surrender the rain they've been holding on to, and a downpour finally begins. While we may have preferred to see clear skies abound, a sweet relief can be felt when the waters of the sky return to the ground. There's also a special moment that can be felt immediately after the rain stops and the sun reappears from behind the clouds. It's similar to what happens to us during a good emotional cry. The endorphins that are released as we let our red-hot tears flow down our cheeks evoke a feeling of sweet relief. Something's been released, lifted and cleared. We feel a little lighter and more free. This card comes with encouragement to surrender to what's happening in your life. Maybe you're experiencing a challenge or something isn't going to plan. Although you might prefer the sun to shine all year round, there's intelligence in the rainy days and there's healing in your tears. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. And it's saying, what are you being called to surrender to? There you go. Okay, so six messages for Cancer, please. Whoa! They flew out. So we've got 2, 4, we've got 8 cards. And I'm just going to sit the Ace of Pentacles there because it's at the bottom of the deck. I'm starting to pull them from the bottom of the deck as well. So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have Seven of Cups in reverse. We have Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Emperor in reverse. These didn't come out in reverse. No, I've turned them around. Sorry about that. I know they weren't all in reverse because I see them come out. Right. So Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, the Emperor. Okay. Then we got the Five of Pentacles. We had the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. And we have the Death card. Okay, so I'm going to clarify as I go through. So the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups talks about your wishes coming true. It's like so what my brain's going. It's like your wish has come true. There is contentment and satisfaction here. I feel that you're feeling more emotionally stable. And I do feel that you've got luxury and gratitude here with this. It's certainly making you very happy. I think things are starting to work out really well for you now. Clarify Nine of Cups. No, that's far too many. Sorry, but I can't take that many. All right, we'll take the Five. So, first of all, wow. So first of all, you have the Ace of Cups. This is bringing in love, compassion. I feel that there's some sort of creativity here. It's bringing in some new feelings. They're asking you to follow your intuition. You may be doing something a bit more spiritually. There could be a new baby coming in. There could also be a proposal of marriage. And I feel that the love for you, or the love you have for someone else, is overflowing. You've got a full cup of love there and it's overflowing. We have the Ace of Wands. So all aces talk about a new beginning. So maybe once you've let it rain, this new beginning is going to start. You know, this heaviness has gone and this new beginning is going to start. You have the rainbow there, so, you know, you've got your wish coming in as well. So, Ace of Wands brings in some new projects. Maybe there's some new projects or something new that you want to do. It brings an inspiration and gives you this urge to create. there is willpower here, and it gives you a lot of desire and power. It brings in a lot of potential and beginnings, and I feel that there's also a lot of new opportunities coming through with growth. We have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. The Knight of Swords, he is brave, he is driven to succeed. He will stand up for what he believes in. He is fast thinking and also action oriented, very ambitious. You know, this is why I think you got the Ace of Wands, because he is such an ambitious person. Fast thinking, action oriented. As I say, he is brave, he is driven to succeed. And he will stand up for what he believes in. He will defend his beliefs. And there is some truth seeking here as well. The Four of Pentacles. I feel that someone has some sort of issue with money. So it's either that they're overspending, being a little bit frivolous, or they're being a bit of a miser, holding on very, very tightly to it. So this talks about saving money. And it's okay saving money, but the problem is if you just save, that makes things very, very dull, because then you're not having just one little treat. You really must have one little treat a month. So it doesn't make all this savings such a miserly task, you know, staying in from one day to the next and not going out, not doing anything, not getting yourself a little cake or something, you know, to have with a cup of tea, you know, strictly can only buy this, can only buy that. But they're saying lighten up. They're not asking you to spend crazily, but they're saying you can't hold on so tightly to it. Nine of Swords. There is something that's keeping you up at night. There is something that's weighing heavy on your mind, causing insomnia. It can also be something that's causing you anxiety and depression as well. It could be some form of trauma or despair here. But there certainly is something keeping you up at night. Maybe it's judgment. Maybe there is a judgment coming in. Maybe something happened and you're being judged. And maybe this is what's keeping you awake at night. Seven of Cups talks about you having lots of options, lots of choices. And you normally see, if I can find the Seven of Cups, see if I can find it. You normally have all these different things in the cup. And you stand there and you say, oh, I've got all these choices. Look at all my choices. And, you know, you're really proud of yourself thinking that you've got all these choices. But the problem is, I'm sorry to say, you don't have all those choices. There is only one thing that will connect with you. Everything else really is just an illusion. All the incense has aggravated my nose. There. See? So you think that you got all these choices, the laurel leaves of victory, the castle, the beads, jewels, and you feel that you've got all these choices, but you don't. You really don't have these choices. There is only one choice that is meant for you, and that will be the only cup that you take away with you. Maybe it's not the cup that you wanted, but it's certainly the cup that you need. So this cup that's coming in for you, I mean, it could have shocked you, and that looks like a snake. So maybe you don't like snakes, and that's what they've given you, and you like jump back in fear. It's knocked you off your feet. You know, I didn't ask for that. I don't want that. You know. So let's clarify. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Wow, your third ace. Gee. Okay then, your third, 4 aces. You got 4 aces. You got cup, look, one of each. Cup, wands, swords and pentacles. Wow. Okay, so let's get on with it. So you have the Ace of Swords. So I feel that you need to get some mental clarity. There is a success here, and I do feel that you're going to make a breakthrough. This could give you some new ideas, and you do have a sharp mind. I feel that there is a new beginning coming forward for you with all these aces, but there is a decision that you need to make. And with the Ace of Swords, there's also a possibility of some surgery needed as well. Okay, so now we have the Emperor. The Emperor talks about stability, structure, rules, power, the authority, the father figure. He is a leader. This is the leader coming in. If this is not an authority figure, a father or something, this could be you being asked to take control of something, you know, become the leader. Whatever it is, it's going to be victorious. You're going to get a victory. There is public recognition. All the public are there celebrating you. There is progress here. And it is going to boost your self-confidence. I do feel that the public are there supporting you, encouraging you and help pushing you like forward to do this. So I really do think that you are going to be taking a leading role in something. 3 of Swords. This talks about heartbreak, suffering, grief, sorrow, loss, moving on, bereavement. So there is some sort of loss that you've possibly gone through, which has really hurt you, and it could have cut you deep. I feel that you could be sort of drowning in sorrow, you know. Your heart is so heavy, and the tears you've cried. I feel you've cried yourself a river. But I do feel that this is going to get better. Why is the Three of Swords here? Okay. So, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands, she normally talks about courage and happiness and that. So I do feel that you need to have some self-respect. You need to get some self-respect. You're now going to be a little bit introverted. I do feel that you are a little bit self-confident, and it possibly could be some sort of selfishness here, a jealousy, some sort of insecurity, narrow-minded, and it caused defeat. So maybe this is what, if this is how it is, this is why people have left you, walked away. I don't think it's been easy just to up and leave, but I think it's through this selfish behaviour and whatever. It's left you in isolation, loneliness. I feel that you are now withdrawing from people, and it could be that you're going into work and putting in your resignation. It could be that the person you love worked with you and you want to distance yourself from them, and it could be that you've lost your way. Six of Cups. This could be you reminiscing about a childhood. Things you used to do when you were younger. Maybe something has triggered that in you. But there is something that's triggered you at the moment, and you're doing a lot of reminiscing. As I say, either through childhood, or it could be your first love or a previous love. Maybe you only had one other love before, and you know, you can't understand why things are always going so bad for you. Is what they're saying is you need to get out there. Maybe go into work and work as a team. Maybe let your governor know you're a bit down and whatever, and that is it possible you could work as a team, and that would help lift your spirits, lift your morale. I also feel that you could be learning things from other people, and you're picking up their skills and helping them with bits and pieces, because this is talking about teamwork, collaboration, learning. You're implementing things. You have the skills, the security. There are goals and long-term rewards. I do feel that there has been conflict. You maybe trying to help people has caused a lot of challenges, caused a lot of tension, strife. Maybe you were told to do something one way and you decided to do it your way, and you know, they've got angry because that wasn't the right way to do it. and it's caused a lot of tension, strife, lots of petty quarrels. And now things have got territorial and clashing of egos. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a single, or well, not so much a single parent. She is a working parent. She has, she's very nurturing, caring, supportive. She will provide for you financially. She is a working parent. There is security here. She's very materialistic and also very wise. She is the one that's going to take you in out of the cold. I mean, maybe this is what why you were so heartbroken, because you've been left out in the cold on your own to fend for yourself, and you found it a real struggle. Very scary. I think it would be scary for anybody that was out on the streets, you know, with all that goes on. And it's like people say, oh, but they're drug addicts and they're this and they're that. They're alcoholics. I don't think they started out as drug addicts or alcoholics. I think that happened because of their way of trying to cope on the streets. I think that is one of their coping mechanisms. I don't think they go out of their way to be like that. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Cups is someone who is very creative. Creative opportunities, and I feel that that's what this could be. You've got creative opportunities, there's news messages and information coming in. It could spark some curiosity. There could be some possibilities there, you know, where you start to branch out. You know, you just need that roof over your head and you'll be able to just go and get a job because you have these skills and qualifications. I feel that there is a happy surprise. Page of Cups is a bit of a bit of a dreamer, very sensitive, and there could also be a new love coming in for you. So we have Five of Pentacles again. That's twice you got Five of Pentacles. You've got the Emperor twice. So clarifying the Emperor sits on the side of stability, structure, happy to give out rules, likes the power, the authority. He is a father figure. He is also very security minded. So with the Emperor, there is this leadership quality about him. He is the leader. So he has this power, this authority, and he's happy to make rules and regulations. There is focus and protection here. He will take control. He's very disciplined and very practical. So let's clarify, why is the Emperor here? Oh gosh. So we got the Five of Cups. So there is an acceptance of something. It could be loss, sorrow, you grieving, you moving on. There is a form of bereavement here. I feel that you could well be struggling to deal with this. The King of Swords is someone who is truthful, honest, very dependable, very reliable. And he sits on the side of truth and justice. Now, it could be that he's going to take a stand on this and let the truth come out, and justice will prevail. We have the Magician, so they're saying it's time for you to take action. Creation, there's something you may need to manifest. You have the power, the clarity. You do have self-confidence and a lot of willpower and skill. You've got a lot of creativity, but it's just that you need to start concentrating more. And I feel that you are also very resourceful. Five of Pentacles. So you've been left out in the cold. You've been left to get on with it. People have turned their backs on you. And you're drawn to the houses, and it could be that you're looking in there, trying to get people to notice you, trying to get some sort of help. You know, you just want to come in and sit in the warmth and that, maybe have a nice cup of tea. But I do feel that you are going to get a break, or not. Okay, so we have the Star in reverse. So the Star in reverse, so there is a lack of faith here. It could be that you're going through some sort of despair. You feel very discouraged because you're out in the cold still. You're feeling very discouraged. There is this insecurity, and there is this self-trust, and you're feeling disconnected from quite a lot of things at the minute. We had the Tower. So there is going to be a sudden change, creating upheaval, chaos, revelations. I do feel that there is going to be awakening. It could be normal disasters. And I do feel that there is a release here. There is something that needs to come to an end. And the thing is, this, to me, is the divine bringing in this Tower. Because the thing is, they will only let you know for so long that you've strayed from your track. You're not meant to be here now. You need to be moving on. And if you don't do it, you don't listen. We have like a timeline for all certain things in our life. And if you're hanging back in this Tower and you're missing that gate, that portal, that gate where you should be doing something else or moving on to somewhere else, I feel the divine is coming in and they're going to make it happen. Because you have the Death card, there is an ending here. This ending, you know, it's got to finish now. You can't leave it any longer. You can't run with this anymore. You have to finish it. You have to change and move on. Because the Death card talks about endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, you moving on, a metamorphosis. And you're at the end of this cycle and you need to step out onto a new beginning. And the Chariot is pushing you, saying, come on, you've got to move, you've got to move. And where you're sitting rigid, saying, no, I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere, the Tower is coming in. The Chariot talks about movement, progress, taking action, integration. There is determination here. You have to move. There is direction. You know, you're needing to go in a different direction, and there is departure. It also brings in courage, a lot of victory, and putting you on a new journey. The Nine of Pentacles talks about fruits of your labour, comforts, rewards, your luxuries, your contentment, self-sufficiency. You have plenty. You don't want for anything. You have a stash of money. You have a fantastic home. You have a fantastic wardrobe. You don't want for anything. You're financially stable and financially independent. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here? I mean, it could be that this is what you're meant to have. This could be what you're meant to have. And because you haven't got it, they're saying, we are going to make you get it because you have to have it now. This is the time. And this is why the Chariot's pushing you forward and the Tower and the Death card come in. Okay, so a few too many cards, but we will honour them. So first of all, you have the Nine of Cups. So this is your wishes coming true. This is you being happy, satisfied. You've got everything that you could possibly want. You know, there's nothing more that you could want. You have everything. So this is your wish coming true. So as I say, you've got the contentment and the satisfaction. There is emotional stability here, and you do have the luxury and the gratitude as well. You have the Sun. And this is why you're needing to move on to this Nine of Pentacles, because it's the positivity, the pleasure, happiness, you know, that this Nine of Pentacles is going to bring. You've been through a rough time, and this is now saying you need to be at the Nine of Pentacles. We want you to be happy. We want you to be prosperous, you know. We want you to have vitality, fun, joy. There's lots of warmth and success here. So you have the Seven of Cups yet again. So once again, they're telling you or letting you think you've got all these choices, but you don't have those choices. There's only one cup you can take with you. And it is just one cup that you connect with. Everything else is just an illusion. You need to take time out to rest. You need to take time out. You've got to rest. You've got to heal. Because you've been through so much. They're saying that you've got to rest and heal now. You've got to get yourself over this trauma and despair that you've been through. And you need to get yourself sorted so that you can get out there and get back on track. Only once you've got over this, healed yourself, mind, body and soul. You may need to do some meditations for that. That is the only time when you will be able to sit up and think clearly absolutely think clearly about where you go from here. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles brings in a manifestation, you reflecting on something, and there is some financial opportunities there. I mean, you have skills, you probably have skills, development, ambition, desire, the diligence, the news and the information. And this is what leads you to your Nine of Pentacles. Put all your training into action, because you're going to hit the Nine of Pentacles and you are going to find a new love. And this could go the distance. This could be marriage, partnerships, relationships, unions. This is the strength for two together. This is a deep love, and there is a lot of joy and happiness here. The Strength card. You're starting to get your strength back. You're happy to face the challenges. And you've tied the beast up now, so you've curbed the beast. So you have the powers, the courage, the persuasion, the inner strength to be able to move forward. You're able to conquer the beast. Because you've done your healing and you're happy, you've met someone else and you're happy to move on now. You have the courage, the passion. There's a lot of subtle power here. Compassion, persuasion. You have an influence and you have the inner strength there, and you're very focused this time. Clarify the Strength card. Okay. It didn't flip, did it? No. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles yet again. So the Ace of Pentacles talks about abundance, manifestations, opportunities. There is abundance coming in for you. And it could be something that you're manifesting. And there is opportunities here. There is the chance of a new career or financial opportunity, a new adventure, and also prosperity. You have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a wealthy businessman. He likes his security. He's very security minded, very business minded. He will demand discipline. He likes his protection. He also likes to live in his success and comforts. You know, they're the rewards that he's worked so hard for. So it's only right he wants to have those successes around him in like the face of comfort and all that. He is a father figure. And there is also prosperity here as well. The Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords. Well, Page of Swords is someone who is intuitive, curious, alert. There is a thirst for knowledge here. He also brings in news messages and information. Now, the thing is, it could be that there is this one person while you're at work talking to someone else about what you're doing in your job. And this person is there eavesdropping. Now, it could be because he wants to know what's going on. It could be stuff he wants to take back to the boss to get brownie points. It could be that he is stalking you or spying on you. And if it's not at work, it could be at home, but there is certainly someone spying on you, or even maybe stalking you. So we have the Death card for a second time. So as I said, there is an ending, a new beginning. You're going through change, transformation, a transition, a metamorphosis. You're moving on. So why is the Death card here? It's bringing you in the 10 of Cups. Okay, so look, let's do it this way. Justice is coming in for you. And they're going to seek out the truth, and they're going to get to the bottom of what happened. And they're going to make sure that you get what you are owed, what you deserve. So you have the Two of Pentacles. So there are multiple priorities here. News coming in, and there could also be some time management. There's stuff you may need to juggle. And you may need to be a little bit more adaptable. Excuse me. I do feel that you need to balance your decisions and weigh up your options. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is your happy ever after. You have the home, the children, a fantastic place to live. You know, you had the rainbow, you had the cups. You couldn't want for anything more. This is the best outcome you could have. And even in your old age, you're going to have your family and children around you, looking after you, doing things for you. It could be that you're struggling to do it yourself, so your family and that are all around you, helping you, supporting you. And yeah, it is a charity. But they don't see it as a charity. They love you unconditionally. And they're bringing you in gifts and presents. They're bringing you in their help and support as well. The Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, right, so Ace of Pentacles talks about abundance, manifestations, opportunities. Now, there could be a new career or a financial opportunity that you're finding. You also have a new adventure coming up, bringing in the abundance and prosperity. You're going to be putting all these burdens down now. You don't need to carry them any longer. You're laying all your burdens down. You're done with it. You're finished. You've been stabbed in the back far too many times, or you know, they've stabbed you in the back, they've left you to bleed out, and you said, enough's enough, that is it, I am finished, I am done with this, I'm not taking it anymore. You meet a new love and you set up home with them. This is your Ten of Cups. You're meeting your new love, you're setting up home, and you're going to have your happy ever afters. Judgment is going to step in and make sure that everything works out perfect, because you've been through these hard times, and now you need to start turning the wheel of fortune, and your good luck needs to come in. in which it does. So you've got your good luck, your karma, your lifestyles, your destiny. This is your turning point. You've been through the challenges and the ups and downs, and now things are moving forward beautifully. Let's get you some of these. Messages for Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know? Two more cards. One more. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, you have, I will strengthen my solar plexus chakra by enjoying healing foods regularly as part of my diet. And it says, add sweet potatoes, lentils, golden apples, oats and brown rice to your diet in order to activate this chakra. I will align my crown, third eye and solar plexus chakras by using the power of affirmation. And it says, now affirm this: I am strong and brave. I learn from my experiences and I trust in my intuition. Then we've got, I will heal my third eye chakra through creativity. And it says, find a form of art that you enjoy, be it drawing, photography, or even colouring, and try and do a bit every day, as this will really stimulate your third eye. Try and use indigos and dark blues in your artwork, as this colour will also give it a positive boost. Let's pull you 3 of these. Okay, so message for Cancer, please. Okay. So it says, I surround my home with love and protective energy. It says, draw your dream home, then pin this card up on your visualization board. I accept every part of myself exactly as I am. And it says, what are your favourite parts of yourself inside and out? I only attract positivity, healthy relationships. I only attract positive, healthy relationships. And it says, what relationship are you thankful for at this moment? And every decision I make is right for me. What positive decisions have you made recently? I want to pull you 3 of these. Ooh. Okay, messages for Cancer, please. Okay then. So, we have love potion. Irresistible charm, feeling compelled to flow. Irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow and letting your heart lead. Then you have appearances, projecting an image, being in the spotlight, narcissistic personality. Anger, having resentment, under pressure and explosive temper. And unavailable, struggles with intimacy, emotionally aloof and dating other people. Right, so spirit messages now. Messages for Cancer, please. Okay, so we have take some time to rest and rejuvenate. You need to pace yourself with the changes that are coming your way. They are all positive, bigger and better. Things are coming for you. Just relax and trust. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception, and that's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. And instead of pushing yourself so hard, stop, breathe and reevaluate. You are doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Don't wear yourself out to the point of exhaustion. It is not worth it. Balance your time more wisely. Okay, so Cancer, that's what I have for you today. I thank you for being here. If you could kindly like and subscribe. I'm sorry it took so long, but the cards just kept coming out. If you could kindly like and subscribe, I'd be truly grateful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.